Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, Goose Chase. We're going live. We just, I don't know. It's something. There's something special down there. I don't know. How are you doing, everybody? My name is Matthew Joseph. I am the host of a Stronger Together podcast. We are excited to be here at NiceGate. We're wrapping up our morning as well. And I want to welcome in my good friend and partner in crime, Rob Abraham from Tech. We've been doing this now for a couple years, and this is our first time doing it live and in person at NiceGate, and we are thrilled to be here. So, Rob, jump on in, tell us about Tech, and just share how your morning's been.
Well, before I do, I just want to say that I absolutely love this conference. It's one of my favorites. I go to most of them, of course, I love traveling to Florida in the winter, which is always nice. But the NiceGate conference is that big conference with that small town feel. And I really appreciate that. And it also gives me an opportunity to sit with you and do this wonderful podcast and meet all of your wonderful contacts and all these great people. So I'm upstairs in booth 500. I'm the director of education at a company called Tech, an ed tech company. We have a lot of really cool stuff to show you, like robots and 3D printers and laser engravers. But really, just come up and have a conversation with me, my associates. We're all educators, and we just want to chat and see how you guys are doing.
Yeah, this definitely is one of the, my one that I mark every year. It's such a great event, so many great people, so just the environment and talking about great people. One of the things I will put on air, besides my great friend Rob, as somebody who I think if you took a scorecard, I know they're doing Goose Chase, somebody just stopped here. If you took a tally of the people here that I tease the most, I think it is our next guest. However, she is one of the nicest, greatest people, most fun to hang out, and somebody who isn't a great friend of mine. So I wanted to put that live on air. No, Lori Deann is there too, but I'm just saying she can't even take a compliment, so we're going to call her in. Deann Poleon, how are you today? I even called you your right name. Look at that. See? Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm having a great time. This is amazing. I've had so much fun since I've been here. I love this conference. I tell people that it's like coming home because I get to see all my friends from across New York State, and I love it. I love being here. It's great energy.
So I know you're pretty famous, world famous almost, but for those who don't know you, tell us a little about who you are and the work you do.
So I'm a tech integrator for my school district. I actually started as a secondary ELE teacher. I was in the classroom for 15 years and started integrating technology into that classroom, which is sometimes weird. But especially when you're coding with high school English teacher or English students. But I liked it, and I had an opportunity to become a tech integrator in my district alongside Michael Drozek, who is also amazing. And I've been doing that for 8 years now, and along with meeting some amazing people, I've had some great opportunities to present and go to other conferences and meet some great people like Matthew.
Hey.
And so, yeah, I keep learning, and I love to learn. So this has been just incredible for me.
So we're on day 2. So before you jumped on here, you've actually already had 2 sessions. So we'll talk about the session coming up a little later, but share the work that you've done already.
So this morning I was in a playground session for a Curiosity Playground. And I was showing I won a NiceGate grant a couple years ago. So I was able to buy KaiBots with that. And those are small robot, which is great when you have to travel throughout your district with robots. But they have physical coding cards. So the kids actually get to be screen free for a little bit and also learn coding. And they get to lay out the cards and scan the cards and play and see and really understand concepts a little bit better because they're looking and seeing and watching those robots move. So for 2 hours, we're talking to all types of people, different people came through and was talking about how those work and how we use them in our classrooms throughout the district. So that was a lot of fun. Actually, I had a great time. I'm pretty good at becoming a salesman. I could do that for another job. But I like it, so it's fun. And I got to do that this morning. I also helped Lori with her model schools classroom with other robots. And then I don't even remember what I did yesterday. I did a session yesterday also. Oh, we did the She Leads session yesterday.
She Leads.
About women in tech and our different positions there. And I have a session tomorrow also. So, yeah.
So we work with Tybot. We love their robots, and one of the many things that we do sell. They're one of my favorites, like you said, because of the screen-free time. With cell phones at home and post-COVID Chromebooks and iPads and one-on-one, I love this fact that the students have access to the technology in the school, but it's so important every now and then to A, get them off the technology, and B, show them that, hey, there's other things to coding, to robotics, to everything other than just punching away into a device. So that's really a strong point.
It's a great step into coding also. Like, it's a great way for them to learn how to code. They see that physical component of it, and they're working together. And I think it's just a great way for them to get the concepts a lot better too.
Yeah, and I was impressed. I went up to watch a little bit of the She Leads session. To be, and female tech leader, not a lot out there. So congratulations. And speaking of that, you have something special coming up today. Can you share what that is?
I do. Well, I have a couple things happening actually today. So I got nominated for an award through NiceGate for being a volunteer. I was very surprised by that. And, it's really kind of incredible with all these people that could have gone awarded that, right? To be awarded that and to be, yes, I don't know. I didn't even know what to say about that. When I got it, I was like, what?
Speechless.
Very, and that doesn't happen often. So I was really excited. Very thankful for that. And I think part of that is because I do the NiceGate influencers. And
Yes.
I was really excited to be asked to do that too. Again, thank you, Lori, for throwing my name out there all the time. That also, I've been a part of that. So that's been amazing too. And gives me an opportunity to meet other people across New York State as well. So just keep going.
All right, keep going. And speaking of keep going, you're going to keep going because you have a session tomorrow. Rock your read alouds, transforming literacy with every story. Tell a little bit about what that is. 11 o'clock tomorrow in the Briar Tower.
Yes. So Novel Effect is an app that kind of transforms the reading with littles. It has soundscapes. So when you're reading a picture book to your students, it has these amazing sounds that go along with it. And it's just like this emotional experience that goes along with reading, and it really pulls your students in. And also, I feel like helps them to understand that like emotional connection to reading, and it gets them a little more interested in the whole process of that reading and connects them to the stories. It has great activities that go along with the stories. And we're just going to talk about that a little. I also have my friend Mary Alice popping in virtually.
What? Tell her I said hi.
She couldn't make it, so she's popping in virtually. So we'll be doing that together. And I have some great books to just show, how it all works. So we're going to have that too. We have a little bit of everything, because that is literally what I do every day, a little bit of everything. So, yeah.
That's awesome. And like you said, you work with a lot of those products, right? Rob,
Yes.
what do you see in the...
So I was just at the FAME conference in Florida, which was a meeting for media specialists and librarians. And it's interesting because they went from the book people to now the support technology in the building, and finding those connections between technology and literacy, which everybody thinks of coding and the math aspect and the engineering aspect, but tying that literacy and technology together it's very exciting. So those are going to be some fun sessions.
Yeah, and actually there's a really one of the books a bunch of the books actually, but one of the books from Novel Effect is something with balloons over, I can't think of the name of it. Something about the Macy's parade though.
Okay.
And it's like balloons over the parade or something like that. And there's a great article in one of the TCA things that come out. And it was all a connection between that book and robots. And I was like, oh, Mary Alice, we got to talk to Novel Effect about this. We have to like do this like activity with the Novel Effect book and the robots. And she was like, oh my gosh.
So it's funny. We sell a lot of products, but one of the things that we do is we create something called iBlocks, which is supplemental project-based learning curriculum. And we've taken that book and we've taken like a Dash robot or some of the robots. And once they're finished reading the book, talking about the book, you know, engaging with the book, now let's take our robots, let's dress them up as floats, and let's create a robot parade. So again, it's making that connection that's so important.
Yes,
So,
it's so fun.
That's awesome. And the book they're referring to is Balloons Over Broadway. If you want to check that out.
yeah.
Picture the parade.
The story of there it is. So if you want to see it by
by
Melissa Sweet, if you're curious or you went to your device, maybe you beat me to it.
Thank you.
So volunteer award, the influencer. You've been coming to Nice Skate for how long?
I think this is the 7th year because this is my 8th year in this spot as a tech integrator.
Okay.
I think that.
So do you have a special memory or something that stands out from one of your years here?
I think that the first time I met Lori, she was wearing a bumblebee costume.
A what?
A bumblebee costume.
You got to tell us more. Like
yes.
for.
Elaborate.
So I kept
All right, but before you go on, was this during like sessions or was this on the dance floor?
It was during sessions.
Yeah.
It was during sessions, but I kept hearing that I had to meet her. She was the person I had to meet. I needed to meet Lori. And like a bunch of the people that I had met in that first year, like kept telling me I needed to meet her. She was going to be like that person I needed to know. And that was the first time I met her. And I was like, oh, okay. But also then I went to a session. We were hosting, actually with Mary Alice, we were hosting this huge digital citizenship like carnival-ish thing at my school, and it just nothing was meshing. And so I went to her session.
Okay.
And it all pulled together. Like I went to Lori's session that year and I was like, oh my God, that's what I needed. I went back to my school district, everything went, it all connected, it all fit in, and we nailed it. And it was just from like, I needed to hear what Lori was doing. And that's it. So everything worked from there. And I went back and like, that was the best thing we've ever done at our school, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just that. And I've been friends with Lori ever since.
That's that.
Because I was like, girlfriend, I need your number.
That is awesome. But so I know you've been on the podcast before, and Rob's going to wrap it up. But I'd love for you to take, when you answer it, a Nice Skate influencer mindset in answering it. So Rob's going to ask you.
Ask your question.
Okay.
And you're going to, because you've given your general answer, but now I want you to think of it as an influencer.
When you hear the word "stronger together," what does that make you think of?
So in terms of an influencer, I mean, we're hoping that it's going to be a strong community that we literally can turn to each other and say, like, this is happening. Who can help us? You know, like, is there anyone in our community that has done this or is doing this that we can just turn to and say, can you help us? Can you give us some ideas, some support? That's kind of what we're hoping for. And I've had some great conversations with some of the board members and some of the corporate people to see if we can do a better job of that. So I'm hoping that I can make some things happen.
Awesome. Well, that is great. If you have an opportunity tomorrow, make sure to check out Deann's session. And if you want to see some real practical work, follow her, see the work she's doing, connect with her because she's incredibly impactful. Rob, as the people walk by, we're wrapping up our morning. It is lunchtime here at Nice Skate. And for all of you out there watching, make sure to continue to tune in later. We'll be back in an hour with some amazing afternoon guests and presenters as well. So, Deann, Rob, have a great afternoon.
Thank you.